Good morning, and welcome to the Louisiana Broadcast Center. We're your hosts, Frank Walkerson and Billy Godwin, here to report today's news.
In today's news, we are celebrating our very own First Baptist Church grand opening down on Elm Street. Also, many people in town are getting ready for the fair, which should be coming later this month. Breaking news regarding the trial of Jefferson versus Mr. Gropey.
If our listeners remember, Jefferson is being tried for the murder and attempted robbery of Mr. Gropey at his liquor store. Earlier today, the person in question was found guilty of all aforementioned crimes and has been sentenced to death.
This has caused quite a stir in his small hometown in eastern Louisiana. We have a reporter talking to some of his town's local residents. Here's Barbara on the scene.
I'm here on the scenes with Mr. Henry Pichot, one of the richest men in town, regarding the recent verdict of the trial. Mr. Pichot, did you know Jefferson personally?
No, not personally, ma'am, but I was very close to his godmother, Emma. She worked for me for quite some time.
How do you feel about the outcome of the trial?
I think it's a shame to lose such a good, strong worker like Jefferson. His lawyer said just about everything. I agree with that. And I feel bad for Emma. She looked after him like a son, but he made his bed.
Any other comments?
No. I think it's a waste to use all that energy up on a hog, but...
Thank you for your time, Mr. Pichot.
Thank you.
Now back to you in the newsroom.
Thank you, Barbara. After that interview, she tried to get a word in with Miss Emma, Jefferson's godmother, and her friend, but they wouldn't meet with her.
I guess all there is now to see is when the execution will take place. In other news, a cold front will be coming in a few weeks. Expect some light showers.
Good morning, and welcome to the Louisiana Broadcast Center. We are your hosts, Frank Walkerson and Billy Godwin, here to report today's news.
If you all remember, quite a few months ago, Mr. Jefferson was found guilty and sentenced to death by electrocution. Today was the day that Mr. Jefferson's life met an end. Here we are with Barbara after the execution.
Okay. I'm here today with Miss Goodry, the wife of the county sheriff. Miss Goodry, how do you think this trial affected the town?
Well, I don't think the trial affected the town much at all. I mean, it's simple law and order. But I do feel bad for that teacher, though.
Are you referring to Mr. Wiggins, perhaps?
Yeah, I think he was given an impossible task. I mean, to make someone like Jefferson smarter just seems impossible, and I know my husband feels the same way.
Thank you for your time. I'm also here today with Mr. Paul Bonine, a worker at the county jail. Mr. Bonine, how do you feel about the trial?
Well, I can't talk for long. I gotta go see Mr. Wiggins, but it's always a bit depressing seeing someone executed. Despite his color, he was still a man.
Many people will not agree with that statement. Do you think Mr. Wiggins succeeded in his attempts to make Jefferson a man?
Yes, of course, man. Of course. Thank you for the talk.
Thanks all mine. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Barbara. Still no comment from Miss Emma or Mr. Wiggins.
Well, it looks like everyone in this small town can rest at ease, knowing this criminal is off the streets forever. Now to Robert with the sports update.